Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Campbell's Coins. I received a question I thought people might actually enjoy the answer to. Well, maybe not an answer, but a theory. And please forgive me ahead of time, I don't have the name of the individual who left this question. I found some old notes from 2020 and I forgot to put down the viewer's name. My apologies ahead of time. This viewer asks, I never see anyone show any old gold coins which are anywhere remotely as worn down as, say, the Morgans. Is this simply due to you guys simply tossing them into the stack and treating them as weight? Or the worn ones ended up getting melted? Or gold doesn't wear down like silver does? Or simply because gold coins of that size were treated more as methods of transporting large sums of cash, like modern $1,000 bills, and weren't actually used for daily purchases? Do you have any beat up, or I know you hate the word cull gold coins, and if so, how about a video discussing the value differences or just showing them off to give some love and attention? Excellent question. Gold is a very soft metal and extremely susceptible to wear, more than silver, even though silver is a soft metal too. I think the lowest grade gold coin I have is XF. And that's extra fine. One sees cull silver all over the place, really worn down coins. But we don't see cull gold coins. And yes, I really hate that word cull. Ugh. It's one of those words that perfectly matches the action. Why don't we see worn down old gold coins? There's actually a really simple answer for this question. It's not because the larger coins were not used. There are few examples of AG03 gold coins out there. And AG03 is like the lowest type of grade. It's like, I think it's about good. There's also P01, which is poor. And it's like the first grading step is 1. There's not a whole lot of those. And for some reason, there are collectors that like to get the worst of condition of coins. And they have like a whole set of just like all Morgans that are P01. Well, they're doing that for gold coins too, because, you know, there's not a whole lot of them. And surprisingly enough, some of these like P01 and AG03 coins, even though they're extremely worn down, they're worth more than some of like the mint state coins, even for like the same year, the same mint, all that stuff. And the main reason we don't see worn down gold coins is because a lot of them have simply been melted down, especially during periods of high gold prices. The US government is responsible for melting down the most pre-33 gold coins in history in 1934, after gold ownership was banned in 1933. And part of me wonders if people who turned in their gold turned in the coins which were worn down or had some issues to them, and they kept the nicer looking ones. But that last part is just my theory. We have had other big gold meltdowns like in the 1980s, mid-2000s, and then in 2020. I have heard from a couple of coin shops that there were gold meltdowns in late 1919 to combat the Spanish flu. Folks thought that the Incuse Indian design coins were a better carrier of the virus simply because of the design. The design of the $2, 50 cent, and $5 Indians were set into the coin instead of raised above the surface. But aside from these rumors, I haven't found a whole lot of evidence of this happening. Your LCS will buy gold off the street, and if they receive a coin that is particularly worn down or not worth much value beyond its gold content, they will ship it to the refineries to be melted down. The 1930s $10 Indian had a mintage of 96,000, but due to the gold ban and meltdown, it's estimated only 237 survived. As a result, this coin, in about uncirculated condition, sells for around $55,000. That's starting off. Some of these coins did not necessarily need to be a key date either. There were some common date coins made extremely rare by the Fed meltdown in 1934. Some coins from specific mints like Carson City are so rare that a cull one of those in most dates is worth tens of thousands of dollars a piece. Some years for San Francisco and Carson City, it's very difficult to find a mint state coin because these coins were the workhorses of the Old West, much like the Morgans. I never answered why I feel we see coal silver, but we don't see coal gold. And I think that it could be that historical gold is cherished, but when it's worn down, that it's no longer the case. But for silver, it might be something as simple as nobody wants it, or that dealers can't get much for it from the refinery versus if they can sell it to the public. What do you guys think? What are your theories? Do you have any comments or questions? Put them down in the comments below. I'm really interested in hearing what other people have to say on this topic. I do find it very interesting that we don't see coal gold around, but we see a lot more silver. But yeah, I hope this answers your question. I want to thank you for writing in and sending that to me, and thank everyone for watching. I really appreciate you being here. This is Campbell's Coins, and that is my 2 cents.